Today is going to be a leisurely day exploring some of the forests of central Massachusetts. I don't really have a plan for today, but it's like 95 degrees. I don't feel like going up and down a mountain, which was the original plan. The first one I'm going to hit is called Hubbardston State Forest. Looks like it has some nice trails, has great reviews. I'm at the Gates Hill Trail. Had a cute little pullover in Hubbardston, the trailhead. I just had to check it out. This was originally part of a farm that belonged to the Gates family. They bequeathed it to the town as a park in 2002, which sounds recently to me, but that's actually 22 years ago. That's crazy. Yeah, there's a big network of trails here in Hubbardston. This one actually connects to even more. I'm gonna do as much as I can while I'm here. This behind the chimney trail that I'm on clearly gets a lot of TLC. The bridges are sturdy, the trails are maintained, the signs are neatly printed. Even the sign posts are professionally made. It's not just like something nailed to a tree. I'm very impressed. The trail itself goes through a beautiful woods with a high canopy. I've passed already through a couple of babbling brooks. Looks like I'm going into a meadow right now. This trail was an old road. There are stone hedgerows on either side, so it may have been a road back in the 1800s. Something was still going on here. I passed by a little swamp that had some electronics splayed out. I don't know if it was a sensor or what. I'm not sure what is going on in this trail. But I've just come across this, what looks like a big old stone earthen dam right behind me. Probably part of the farm infrastructure that was here. But the weirdest part is that right here, there's a clear trail that goes off into the woods that is not on Gaia GPS or on the official trail map or on Google Maps trail maps, which I find very odd. It kind of makes me want to take it. I'm walking on top of that old stone and earthen dam. This is a very old dam. I think this was called the Mill Pond, based on the name of the trail. I think there may have actually been a grist mill or something. I know this was all a farming community way back since the 1600s. Yeah, you can kind of see. Now it's just a beautiful babbling brook. There are a lot of herd paths here, stuff that isn't on the trail map. I actually took one for a while. It took me through a beautiful fern gully, but it just kept going and going. Yeah, this Hubbardston State Forest is huge. Right now, I find myself walking through what seems like the swamp of sadness. I can't see any trail blazes at all, and I'm just trying to keep my feet dry. Oh, finally, I see a blaze. Whatever road was here a few hundred years ago was quite wide. The distance between that stone wall and this stone wall is about 30 feet. I'm opting not to do the loop back to my car. Instead, I'm going even further north. I'm on a little road right here I got dumped out on, but off to the right up here, there's a trail that goes up to a hill called Canesto Hill. So I started at this parking area down here, and I walked this trail all the way up to there, then took that right, and now I'm here. What I want to do is explore this whole northern half of the Hubbardston State Forest, which seems to run over this Canesto Hill. That should be kind of interesting. I could keep going further north in this Hubbardston State Forest. I could go all night, but in the interest of time, this is going to be my northernmost point. I'm starting to head back south to my car now. I have like 5 or 6 miles to walk. This here is an old road. It's called the Copper Mine Road, which leads me to believe I might stumble across something neat. I definitely didn't see any copper mine. I'm not sure if there ever even was one here. I didn't see any evidence of digging or anything like that. So I am actually gonna bail out onto that dirt road we were on before. I think if I follow that south about 6 miles, I should get back to my van. I'm gonna do that in the interest of time. I did want to shoot a good sunset tonight. I'm gonna drive to, I think, a little arboretum that I saw on Google Maps for that. Yeah, it's nice to park in a shaded grove. It was 113 degrees in my van today. I got a black van, what can I say? It gets hot. Anyway, it's shaded because I'm at the Acton Arboretum in Acton, Massachusetts. I've got a few hours of time to kill before sunset, so I'm gonna walk. They have about 2 miles of trails here. They also have some fruit trees. You know what I feel about foraging while I hike. So the first place I'm gonna go is over to the grapevines over here. That tree was the gymnoclastic dinosaurus. Yeah, I don't know. I don't read those things too good. It's also called the Kentucky coffee tree. Never heard of it. I did chew on a leaf. I didn't feel any caffeine kick. So I don't know what that's all about, but I know right over here around the corner there are some grapes. Yeah, all the vines of this grape tree are like this. There's like a ripe dead one with like no sweetness to it, and a green one that's way too tart. There's no in between. Where are all the ripe ones? Yeah, sad I didn't get my grapes, but life goes on. Doesn't matter though, because right next to the grapes is something even prettier. A bog trail that takes you past the most beautiful duckweed-ridden pond I've ever seen. It just makes it glow emerald green. Looks great when the light hits it. Duckweed is literally food for waterfowl. It's not algae. Talk about a tale of two signs after seeing those laser printed things in the Hubbardston State Forest. The trail signs here are like post-it notes inside a file folder stapled to a tree. It's not a good look. There's also a rooster crowing or cockadoodling, whatever sound that's making, just to add to the ambiance of this place. This place is just pretty. It really celebrates the land. I'm in a bog right now with a nice boardwalk through it. They also have an invasive species problem here. There's a sign that actually said, if you see a bug, squash it. I felt like that's not a good sign. I mean, what constitutes a bug? A moth or a butterfly? I felt like it was sending a mixed message. There's got to be a better way to word that. They also have wild blueberries here. I'm gonna walk all the way. I'm at the southernmost part of the Arboretum right now. I've been walking a while. I think the best light is back where we came at the top end, near those false grapevines. There's a nice open space there. I want to shoot the light. This trail I'm on back to the northern part of the Arboretum crosses tons of these old stone hedgerows. That means these were all property boundaries and roads way back in the day. I'm walking a beautiful path over the ridge, enjoying the flowers and the canopy and the sound of what I think are cicadas. What is up with people changing lanes and not signaling on the highway? It's like people's driving habits have just gotten worse and worse since the pandemic. Yeah, I still had a great day though. That Hubbardston State Forest is so cute. They put so much time into their trail signage and maintenance. Very pretty. And then I got to the Acton Arboretum and their trail sign was like a post-it note. It was like, whatever. I know Acton has a lot of money. They can do better with the trail signage. Still, that Arboretum is a great place to visit if you're ever in town, as is that state forest in Hubbardston. You could just hike all day there and, I don't know, not see a copper mine. I still had a great time. So, tomorrow is my birthday, guys. I'm gonna take the day off from filming and driving and editing and just enjoy myself. Hope you enjoyed today, Bastille Day. Doing all the hiking and stuff. If you haven't already, hit like below. I do stuff like this all the time. Today was just kind of blah, whatever. You still watched. All right, peace out.